Hey all, what's going on? This is Stockma Keparu with another broadcast for you. And today I want to talk to you about reality transurfing. And if you don't know what that is, I'll explain. But first, I want you to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if it's your first time watching. And also become a Patreon supporter because we have a lot of good stuff coming up. And as a Patreon supporter, you'll get exclusive access to content. All right, and white papers and all the good juicy stuff that can make you a powerful magician, or as I call them, magi's. Okay, now I want to talk about reality transurfing, and that is the ability for you to shift to parallel realms. As Nikolai Tesla said, we don't live on a planet, we live on we live in a realm. All right, one of many realms. Okay. And this realm is third density, or 3D as we can call it. But there are some realms that aren't third density. There's some realms that are very metaphysical. But there are an infinite number of parallel universes that you can shift to. In fact, you're shifting all the time. The mere fact that you see my hand and I have movement, that's an indication that I am shifting, okay? In his book, Reality Transurfing, the quantum physicist, the Russian quantum physicist Vadim Zeland, talks about how do you make use of this power so that you can shift to a parallel world, one that is conducive to your liking, one that aligns to the things that you want in life. If you want a car, if you want a house, excuse me, I need that camera. If you want a better job, if you want to look pretty like me, you can just shift to that realm or that parallel world to where you can interact with those things and have those things. Now, the thing that I want to do here is I want to really elaborate more on what Vadim Zeland is talking about with reality transurfing. And just a note, this is not new. A lot of people have been talking about it prior to Vadim Zeland, but they haven't really gotten to the deep nuances of it. It comes out as the secret, the law of attraction, things like that. And he's the first one that actually documented what pendulums were. And I talk a lot about that, but I call them, as we call them in the occult, egregores, spiritual entities or thought entities. Some in the psychological realm or psychologists call them mental viruses, things that can affect people and cause people to act in certain ways. Well, in Reality Transurfing, which is composed of 5 books, they detail that and what these pendulums or thought entities can do to you. But the first thing I want to talk about is this, and this is going to be one video in a series of videos where it's going to add on to his incredible work and kind of like take it to the next level and explain some things. Now, when The Secret came out and people started getting into the law of attraction, they made it seem like you can have anything if you follow this process. The truth of the matter is you cannot have anything, okay? And no matter how much detail or of a process you put together, like in reality transurfing, you have to consider one important thing. And this is paramount. If you don't take away anything from this video, take this away. Very important. That you cannot override your incarnation objective or your destiny reading. You made an agreement, a pre-life agreement with Tahuti, Thoth, or Hermes, and that agreement was for you to explore a certain theme. If what you want, say it's the house, the car, the girl, the guy, whatever, if you want what you want conflicts with that agreed upon pre-life agreement, then it's not going to happen, because that pre-life agreement supersedes everything. It's paramount. It trumps everything else. So you can do all the reality transurfing you want, law of attraction, or the secret process you want. It's not going to happen, because Neter, God Yahweh, wants to explore the infinite realms. He wants, or she wants, to understand its infinite potential. So God has power, but no experience. So God is using us and the vessels that we call the physical being to place its consciousness within us to have that experience. Okay? And there's no point in having an experience if you automatically can change the theme, because there has to be an order to this process. So God says, wants you to explore the theme of giving, seeking nothing in return. You'd explore the theme of being a very wealthy man. You'd explore the theme of being a very poor woman. You'd explore the theme of a woman who loses her child during childbirth. So all of these things Netter wants to experience. So when we talk about shifting to a parallel world among one of the many infinite worlds, if what you want is in direct contradiction to your destiny or your pre-life agreement, you're not going to get it. So you have to deal with that. So that is not covered in Vadim Zeland's book. And this is why I want to do this series of videos where I want to expand on this wealth of knowledge here, okay? Because it's really, he's put together some exciting work, but he's left some of the real, what do you call it, the golden nuggets out, which, because when individuals start to practice this and they don't see the results that they were promised, they start thinking, well, Vadim is wrong, or so-and-so is wrong, or the process is wrong. No, you cannot violate your destiny, your pre-life agreement, your soul contract. You cannot go against that, because your higher self, higher consciousness made that agreement on behalf of the lower aspect of you, the Sahu aspect. So anyway, if you haven't got the book yet, Reality Transurfing, get it. If you are a Patreon subscriber, it's on it's in Patreon, so you'll be able to get that for free. Also the audiobook as well, and some other goodies. So when you get an opportunity, donate to the channel through PayPal. And also don't forget to download some of the free ebooks that we have, the Osiris Report, the True Cause of Slavery, and so on. So until my next video, this is Kasak Ma Keperu, son of Tuti Ma'at, Amun Ra.